From Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York, comes hip-hop icon Billy Danze from the legendary M.O.P. For tremendous discography and legacy in hip-hop, Billy Danze is back with a new solo album entitled The Answer, with producer Too Busy, delivering reflective lyrics while still maintaining the raw energy and commanding presence that has defined his career for decades. The album includes standout visuals for No Losses and Let It Be featuring Be Real, showcasing introspection, wisdom, street perspective, and storytelling. The Answer is stacked with guest appearances from a literal who's who in hip hop, including Ghostface Killah, Busta Rhymes, Inspectah Deck, Jadakiss, Redman, Conway the Machine, and more. Currently on tour in Europe alongside Little Famous M.O.P., Billy Danze continues to bring the same energy to help make songs such as Annie Up, Cold as Ice, and How About Some Hardcore to hip hop classics. Tune in to learn about his journey in music, the making of The Answer, and what is that coming next on the Cristopolis show number 278. From Brooklyn, New York, we have the legendary hip-hop icon, Billy Danze, known for his fame in M.O.P., but also he has an incredible solo career. He just released a new album. We're going to bring him in and talk to him about his new album, The Answer. Let's bring him in. Peace, peace,
You?
peace.
What's up, brother?
I'm good, my brother. What an honor to have you on the Christopolis show, and congratulations on an incredible album. The Answer could have been
Uh,
called The Truth because it is.
Thank you, fam. I appreciate that, man. Um,
Yeah.
it took me a little time to get it together, but I pulled it off. You know what I mean? Everybody, the response is crazy. So I appreciate that from, all the fans, all the family around the world, and
Yeah.
yourself, bro. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I imagine that an album like that took a little bit to put together because it's a literal who's who of hip hop royalty on
Yeah.
this album with you. I mean, we're talking Ghostface, Jadakiss, Be
hmm
Real, Evidence, Inspectah Deck, Redman, Conway the Machine.
hmm
Little Fame, obviously.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Got
Yeah.
got to keep it in the family. I
Yep.
know I'm leaving people out. It is such an
Styles
impressive
P,
body of work.
Styles
Styles
P,
P,
Pharoah Monch.
Pharoah Monch.
You know what I mean? And some, a few people that's not so known right now were the two young ladies, Lady Lee and Nova Lorraine.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. So, and it all came together. And
yeah,
realistically, bro, it wasn't hard making the album.
yeah.
It was hard. The hardest thing for me was sequencing, because
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
what do I put where? It took me 11 months to sequence the album after
Wow.
um after mixing it 7 times.
Wow. And see that
Yeah,
mean that actually, if it's somebody's, first album or sophomore album, they're still kind of like learning the ropes as what their style is. And you're such a legend and a veteran in this that the fact that you kept going back to it and tweaking it
yeah,
speaks a great deal to the care that you
yeah.
gave in this project. And you could hear it. The moment
Like,
people put this album on, we're not listening to a group of songs. We're listening to a conceptual project.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. That was the whole point. Like I said, it took 11 months to sequence, but the whole time I knew that the answer, the first song, had to be the first song.
yeah,
But I was still playing around, playing around. But imagine having that first song, and then you got 15 other songs and trying to figure out where to place them behind that one song and then behind each individual song. And
yeah,
then I'm also going, the record with this artist is too deep to go behind the record with this artist or this
right.
song. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was going crazy for 11 months, man. And I was sort of documenting it, hopping on live and talking to my people about it. I need some help. I even reached out for some help. I reached out to um Lord Finesse, DJ Premier, um who else? Cormega. A lot of guys that I'm going, yo, somebody got to help me with this. So one
Yeah,
one thing that scared me, and people know M.O.P. So this album, The Answer, have about 11 features on it, right?
yeah, yeah,
And my entire M.O.P. career, there's not 11 features
Right.
in the entire career. So this
Wow.
was, I had my hands full with this, and I was nervous as hell, but I said, you know what, I got to go for it. Let me go ahead and line this thing up. Dude, I burned so much gas just getting in the car. I said, you know what, tonight I'm going to take another drive. And I'm driving literally, my state is huge, so I'm
Yeah.
driving like hours one direction and hours back to try to figure it out. I'm like, that's it. And then I listen to it tomorrow, the next day, and I go, that's not it. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? So yeah,
Yeah.
it was hard. It was hard, but I think I pulled it off. Everybody seemed to be happy with it.
It's a banger. The album is getting up there into like classic material. You
Yes.
can't digest it all in one listen. You got to
No.
listen to it over and over again. The songs hit you different. The
Yes.
features, everybody comes through. It's
Yes.
not, it's not just, I mean, they're up in there dropping, spilling their heart. And
Yes.
on this album, you do the same thing. You go a little
Yes.
bit more reflective. Can you talk to us
Yes.
about that?
Well, it. So for me, it's not music. Like this particular project is not music. It's just conversational pieces, right? That just happen to be over beds of music. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I didn't anything I wrote, I was reflecting, like you said, thinking about something or inspired by something that was not music or
Yeah.
not music related. You know what I mean? Like No Losses,
Yeah.
right? Even though it's
That's
not my personal.
such a powerful song. And
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
I'm married for 21 years. You know what I
Right,
mean? And I don't know what that song's about or who it's about, but I
right.
can relate because I've been married for 21 years. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I'm like my brother right here is truly talking about real men. It's not,
yeah,
we're not selling coke. It's not about how
no,
many hammers I got. These are
right.
real powerful emotions that you're dealing with.
Exactly, exactly. And that's what the whole record, that song particularly, uh, is about. Like it's something real that a lot of people may go through. You may be standing next to somebody that you really want to win, or you're fighting for, or
Yeah.
you're out in the field to bring back the kill so everybody can eat,
Yeah.
but the enemy is right on the couch. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it's kind of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then there's another record with the record with Jadakiss, which has got time. Like
Yeah.
most people, you'll see me for Annie Up or everything I did for the past 30 years
Yep.
musically. If you don't know me personally, you won't notice about me. Like
Wow.
I'm people. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
um normally I'm doing this and doing that in the public eye when they me as an artist. But there I gotta tell people how the street praise actually appraise their lives, right? Like
Yeah.
you don't mean anything in these streets. The streets that you so much glorify,
Yeah.
you don't really mean that much to it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You're just a number. You can either stay or you could go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So today I got time to tell you about that. So, and
Yeah.
I pulled in my brother Jadakiss for that, which I thought was perfect. And every one of these features, bro, I didn't write them and go listen to the beat and go, oh, I need this one on that. It was about the concept and what I thought of the person and what I knew they could bring to the table for it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like Maverick, right? Like with Inspectah Deck, I called Deck and I told him exactly what I thought of him, and he's a right.
Wow.
Even huge conglomerate, Deck did wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got
Wow.
that Maverick thing, and that's what I've always dug about him. So he was perfect for that. You know what I'm saying? And every other
Yeah.
song is the same thing. That's
Yeah.
how I did it. Got on the phone with the guys and told them, the concept and why I needed them on the record.
Wow. Really
You know?
powerful.
Yeah, man.
And you could tell when you listen to the album. Now the album is called The Answer. Is there a reason why it's called The Answer? Or, because there's a song called The Answer also.
Yes. Well, the answer is to whatever question you may have, whether it's about me, whether it's about your situation, whether it's about a grown man's view of the streets or of issues or a real MC's view
Yeah.
of the way the music is going, the hip hop music is
Yeah.
going. The lack of so I wasn't motivated to create rap music or hip hop music. That's why I did The Answer. And if you listen to, there's a record called The Fix, featuring Lady Lee, where
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, we gotta fix this. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta fix, there's
Good.
gotta be balance. There's no feeling. So with the entire project, I was searching for feeling, and I wanted to give concept instead of just rapping about anything,
Yeah.
because I think I've done that before, did it pretty well, and you know what I'm saying. So I'm like,
Right. On
and then
tour.
also,
On tour.
yeah,
Still
right,
eating off of it. You know what I'm saying?
right. And there was I don't know if this was and I told this story before. I don't know if it's male, female. Years ago, around 2016, they got online and was trolling the hell out of me, dude.
Wow.
Almost hurt my feelings, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's people that's what they do. I mean, that's how they get
Yeah,
the rock. They don't got no talent. They're not
yeah,
about anything.
yeah. So they told me that I couldn't rap. I was never dope. I rap about nothing. Always yelling about nothing. Blah blah blah. So um, I guess you can kind of say that this project is dedicated to that person and fueled
Yeah,
by that person. You know what I mean? So yeah,
yeah.
man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
And that's powerful because you know um you your career and MOP and the impact that you guys have had on hip hop is unique. Like coming out of the golden era and 90s hip hop, it was already, tougher, more street and all of the peers that you had in that era to really stand out. But y'all did it even bigger. Y'all, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? Yeah, I mean,
Right.
literally like opening up a career with How About Some Hardcore. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
literally you took it to another level. But you're a grown man. You've lived so much, right?
Yeah.
And all of us, if we make it to this stage in the game, have lost a lot of people. We've seen what happens. We've seen, even if you didn't get caught up, we've seen what the drinking and what the drugs does, or what the
Yes.
womanizing, or just
Yeah.
staying outside. We've seen what happens, and we've had to adjust, right? If you
Yeah.
make it to this level, you've had to kind of adjust the
Yeah.
airplane so you don't wind up somewhere else, right? And
Yes.
you're reflecting this in a very dope album.
Yes. Thank you, my brother. I like I said, I wasn't in a dark spot, and I was inspired by positive and negative things.
Yeah,
And I would just like now, I would sit in the car, and I would be sitting, somewhere in Brooklyn or somewhere in Philly or somewhere in Connecticut, and I would just look at the scenery around me.
yeah,
I may see somebody getting into an altercation over something so small,
yeah,
and it turns so big, right?
yeah.
Um, I take the energy of what they call haters, right, and I spin that. I use that as fuel. And
That's good.
when it's close, I call them suicide bombers, right?
That's
The sole
good.
person, the sole person purpose of a suicide bomber is to put himself in harm's way to hurt you, right?
Yeah,
So when you think about it, somebody from the street, by street rules, if somebody's trying to hurt you, you
yeah,
hurt them. But what that does is that alters your family's future, because now you got to go to prison forever, right?
yeah,
Well, regardless of what you did to him, now you got to go to prison forever. So
yeah.
even those suicide bombers and those haters, um, they gave me the fuel to put the answer together. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
good.
then and then all the love I got from everybody that's on the album and all of my peers,
Yeah,
that makes it even better.
yeah.
So I have yet to listen to the album after it's been out, after the release.
Wow.
So I gotta sit, and I tried. I literally just got off a plane a couple of hours ago, from Amsterdam, and I even on the plane I tried to listen, but I was like, I couldn't. I
Yeah,
gotta I gotta be I gotta have my slate clean and listen with those ears, because I got artist ears, I got CEO ears, I need
yeah,
fan ears, which is really important for me because, and I said this too before, how my competition was, think about my competition, right? Jay-Z, Biggie,
Yeah.
Nas, Fugees, uh, you know, Redman, all of my guys. Like these are basically the guys that I had to compete with.
Yeah.
Um, but I really forgot to be a fan
That's good.
because I was just competing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
or trying to keep up or whatever it is. It was competition, but it was friendly competition, not like the, what they got going on today. That's just ridiculous.
Right.
Um, so I forgot to be a fan. So when I listen to the answer, maybe after I get a little rest tonight, maybe tomorrow, I'll just cut it on and see what all the fuss is about.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's really interesting what you're experiencing right now because it happens sometimes in life where it culminates in this moment. So not only do you have the release of an incredible project with a who's who in hip hop, I mean to top what you've put together for an actual album that's your own album, it will be very difficult for anybody, right? I mean, it's just a spectacular lineup of hip hop royalty, hip hop history on your album, right? So that's
Right.
spectacular. And
Right.
on top of that, you were just on tour in Europe, right?
Yes.
So like all of this kind of culminated. I remember when we were talking to set this interview up, you're like, I'm gonna be on tour, but let's make it happen, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
are you back stateside now?
Yeah. Now I just got off a plane a couple hours ago. So I got some videos to shoot for my project, and then I'm back on the plane heading back out to Europe for a couple more weeks, and I'll come back, shoot some more videos, and then I'll go back. You know what I mean? So
Wow.
I'll be touring for the next 5-6 months, but I still got other work to do. Inside of that, as far as with the answer and other stuff that I'm doing. So
Yeah.
I'm perpetual. My schedule is
Yeah.
perpetual, brother.
That's
You know what I mean?
spectacular.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Congratulations. I'm really glad to see you thriving. You showed on the answer the power of your pen. You've been showing for a long time the power of your stage presence and
Right,
your ability to still rock these anthems that you guys
right.
have been rocking now, for decades. Some of these songs are decades old, and
That's right,
there's few songs that have the impact of like an Annie Up. You know what I'm saying? Like even
right,
even today, I'm sure
right.
you play that in Amsterdam, you play that, anywhere in the world, and everybody goes crazy. Can you share with us some stories about, what you just experienced right now in Europe, rocking the crowd? What's
Right.
the energy like in Europe?
It's still the same energy, still the exact same energy from when we first went to Europe in the early 90s, probably like 93, 90, 94, 95, something like that.
Wow.
Um, it's funny because the guy walked up on me the other day. He was like, this was the place that y'all played at 20 some odd years ago. He said, I was here when you did it. He
Wow.
said, I never seen someone run up on the top of that's pointing something to me. It was like, I don't know what the hell it was. But I remember when he said it because we was going nuts in this club. This is 20 something years ago. He's like, yo, the same energy is there. Um,
Wow.
in Italy, in Vincenza, Italy, maybe about 3 days ago, I thought the walls was going to collapse in that building. Um, from the time I walked on the stage, because I walked on first, did a piece, and then Fame walked on, did a verse to another joint. I
Yeah.
mean, the room, you can feel the building moving. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? I felt good. So, and from what I understand, it's been happening, my whole career. But I was drunk most of the career. So,
Yeah, yeah. I
so
mean,
now,
when you're
now I'm sober,
young
I can
and
feel
that
it.
early part is one thing, you're now kind of in those LeBron years. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yes,
like, you guys are actually a part of this elite group of MCs that are pioneering what
right,
hasn't been done, which is hip
right,
hop at this stage of life at
yes,
the highest level. At the highest
yes,
level.
yes, yes, yes. It's great though, bro. Like I mean, if you're gonna do something, you gotta do it, right?
Yeah.
I didn't come in this for short term. If I did, I would not have had the success that I have, right? And
Yeah.
had I gave up first album, second album, then I wouldn't be in this big ass car. I would, you know what I'm saying? Like
That's right.
I
Yeah.
would, things would not have been situated for me.
Yeah.
So now that I'm sort of on autopilot.
Yeah.
where everything I do in the music business is more with ease. Even though it's still challenging, but I've been through those challenges before, so I know how to navigate through them. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
good. Yeah.
The stage when there's an issue, deals on the table when there's an issue, um, flights on planes I may not like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything. I know how to deal with it, and I got such a good energy right now. Like nothing can knock me down. Like nothing you can say to me negative that'll bother me not one bit because I know
That's
how to deal with it. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
That's real. That's true power. Self control,
Right.
wisdom, experience. You can't fake these things. You gotta get them. You gotta get the years. You gotta get the
Right.
hours to be at that
Right. That's
level.
right. That's right. You got to put that work in, and you got to like it can't be. So I see a lot of kids now. And I don't shoot them down because I understand like everybody got a dream.
Yeah.
I do feel like a lot of them are living someone else's dream, right?
Okay.
Because years ago they wanted to play basketball or they
Right.
wanted to do something else, but now hip hop is now like the go-to thing.
Right.
They're all jumping on board. I'm not shooting them down at all. I want my people to win because this is our thing. This is this
Yeah.
thing of ours, and we should all eat off it. But I gotta say, if you come in the room with Wranglers, you got to be ready. You know what I'm saying? You have to be ready because them old dudes that the dudes you call old are
Yeah.
very, very sharp and seasoned,
Yeah.
and they will cut you to pieces on the record. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And we know how to turn it off too. We know how to go, you know what, let's just make a good record. But some of them
Yeah.
you got to spank their asses, you know what I mean? So,
Absolutely. Well, and that you're talking there about like recordings and bars, right? But the stage performance, you don't want to come on, you have to be ready to perform, before or after an MOP or a Billy Danze. Like the the ability for you to be calm and to control the crowd and to
yes,
hit, to hit the stage presence, the banter,
yes,
to
yes,
to take the audience on a ride, right?
right.
All this you can't fake this. You know
No,
what I'm saying? You can't
no.
just learn that in your basement.
No, no. If you don't have it, you just don't have it, right?
Okay.
And your aunt, your girlfriend, and the chick that you're dealing with on the side around the corner gonna tell you you are it.
Yeah.
But the truth is, they supposed to try to pump you up and give you that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you got to be honest with yourself. That's another thing I see with artists, like they're not really honest with themselves.
That's
You
good.
know what I'm saying? If it's not dope, it's not dope.
Yeah.
Like this is the absolute reason I mixed the answer 7 times, or why
Wow.
it took me 11 months to sequence it, or I needed to change a word, one word, because it
Yeah.
just didn't sit in the pocket properly. And yeah, I had to take an hour drive, book a hotel just to get in the studio to get it done, just that one word. But I did it
Wow.
because it's important. Because when you put your music out, you put it out to the world, you can't get it back. It's
Oh.
just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
Good.
you want to make sure that everything you put out is the best quality, or you did the best that you could do. Right?
Wow.
Don't halfway it, because I'm gonna see that. And I tell you what's crazy though, because not just me as an artist, but even me as a fan, because there's records that because I still buy records, CDs, whatever I find. Like if I
Yeah.
see something from back in the days, like, oh, I love this album when I was such and such age. Let me get it.
Yeah.
Some of the albums I put on just didn't have that impact anymore, and I don't know why, because I was
Yeah.
nuts about them at one time, and
Right.
nothing's changed. It's just my ear and my
Yeah.
experience
Yeah.
and
I
my
know exactly
passion
what you're
for
talking about.
my passion. You know
Yeah.
what I
You
mean?
have
My
the
passion
knowledge
changed.
now, and you can hear like, oh, that's a little sloppy.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Right, right,
You can
right.
hear
No, that
it.
wasn't. Yeah. That was like, and I'm not judging from an artist's point of view either, because I'm in the
Right.
space now. When I'm listening, I'm just listening with fan ears.
Yeah.
And if I go, I don't want to say who the last artist that project that I got. And it wasn't hip hop either. It was
Right.
R&B. We was nuts over R&B when we were younger.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to the album. I'm like, damn, it's not the same.
Yeah.
I don't feel it like that no more. So and,
Yeah.
and it was a mature album. So I figured, I would be able to feel it now, if even more than I did when I was a kid, but I just didn't get it.
Yeah.
So, anybody out there listening, younger artists, make sure you go hard. Like, when you don't just say you go hard, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's a such thing as going hard in the wrong direction,
That's
right? If
true.
you're going hard in the wrong direction, now you still got to get here to point A to start all over again.
That's good.
Do your best. Like, some of these kids go in the studio and they do 3 songs in 3 hours. I
Yeah.
don't know how it's possible. Maybe it is. I don't know. But sometimes when I hear some of the stuff that these kids are putting out, I'm not. And some of it, you could tell where just a little change here, a little tweak here and there, it
Right.
could be not just good, but it could possibly be amazing. But they just don't
Yeah.
take the time to do it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, yeah. So everybody out there that's making music, man, do it. Like, the music lovers, the fans around the world are depending on you to keep them going.
Yeah.
Um, Artists like myself that can't get and that's not easily inspired. Like,
That's good.
I wanna hear, like, I need, like, when I hear the locks, I need it, right? That works for me. Buster puts out a joint that works for me.
Yeah.
Um, Kwame just put out a joint. It worked for me. Rakim
Yeah.
works
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
me.
Kwame has the
Um,
crazy visuals with it too.
oh yeah, he's nuts, yo.
He's
He
so
is so
creative.
nuts. I love him. I love him. Anybody that's putting records out, like a Redman joint is stupid.
Yeah.
Ghost joint was stupid. AZ just dropped a joint, which is fire. I
Yeah. Yeah.
love
Do a die
AZ. I
three.
love everything about. You know what? The thing about AZ is he brings you AZ.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
exactly what you're gonna get when you get an AZ record. He brings you AZ. Nas bring you Nas. That was the thing about our era and the artists before. Like, they brought us them. They didn't bring us the music industry, right?
Yeah.
With that music industry sound or the sound right now. They brought us them. That's what we're missing. That's the actual answer right there. We
That's
need
good.
that feeling, bro. You know what I
That's
mean? We need that feeling.
that's good.
Yeah, man.
You gave some advice to artists in regards to, like, how to make better quality music, but I think there's another thing that people would want to know from you specifically, because you've gone through decades at the highest level, and now very much a solo career. What advice would you give the artists in regards to, like, how do you maintain longevity? If they're maybe 2 albums in, they're doing all right, they're kind of like they got like a little following. What advice can you give? Like, listen, watch out for these pitfalls. Do this with your time and your energy, so you can kind of really be in this game. Because you're still out there, in Europe, at
Yes.
stateside, dropping
Yes.
incredible records. What advice in regards to longevity can you give us?
I think I wanted to say no advice, right? I
Yeah,
have no advice. I have opinion,
that's good.
right? In my opinion, if you continue to do something that hasn't worked, 9 times out of 10, the next time you do it, it's not going to work.
That's powerful.
And this business is really frustrating. Like, you guys don't have, like, we didn't have really no, 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 no stepping stone to step on it, to push us to a higher thing. We had to actually work.
Yeah,
I think the key is time management,
that's good.
right? Because these kids get soaked up in to this music that they lose themselves in life. They don't they don't have any fun anymore. They don't just hang out to be hanging out. It's all around music. And the problem with it being all around music is you're only inspired by people that's kind of doing the same thing. There's no inspiration coming from anywhere else. And I'm gonna tell you
Wow,
something, because I know guys that's been here um, trying to do music or trying to get it out professionally and properly for 20 plus years.
wow.
They've been doing the same thing. And
Yeah,
you can so I look past the smile and I can see the
yeah,
frustration. I can imagine the frustration,
yeah.
right? I was fortunate enough to walk into the business. Fame had already started. Lays had already had his hands in a bunch of stuff. So this was a little bit easier for me than a lot of the kids now. Fox was there, God bless. Flip was there, God bless.
Yeah.
And we walked through this thing together. So it's a little bit easy.
Yeah.
So you definitely need a team, but everybody, when you got a team, like this person got to do what this person can do. You be the artist, right?
It's good.
Manage your time and find something different to talk about, right? Because your talent, your sound, your ability to create is your currency, right?
Wow.
So you can say that I cheated because I was signed to Select First, who gave me $125,000, which ain't shit today, but back then was a lot of money.
Yeah,
one hundred
absolutely.
twenty-five thousand dollars to move was great. And then my next deal was 600,000. My next one was 1 million. So now that there's no deals like that, your currency is what you create. Gotta create your ass off and make it something dope. Because think about it, if you sound like everybody else,
Yeah.
how do I know who you are? What makes you stand out, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times they talk about, well, Kendrick and Drake and Cole and okay, so they are different from everybody else.
Yeah.
Their music, like think about Kendrick. He's
Yeah.
in their same age bracket, but
Yeah.
Kendrick, he's either from the cloth or he studied the cloth so much
Yeah.
that he gets it, and he
Yeah.
don't do it like everybody else. That's why it works for him. Same
Yeah.
with J. Cole. J. Cole might be the baddest little motherfucker I heard in years. Like
Yeah.
nuts. Every verse is stupid. And
Right.
he's from North Carolina, which is
Exactly.
totally a throw off because you're like, well, why does he rap that good? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, so if you do something to stand out, that's what's going to work for you, especially if you don't have the funds or willing to spend the funds to pay yourself to buy yourself into position.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So manage your time and be different. That's
Powerful.
my opinion.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that opinion is worth $1 million, my bro. That's really, really good. That's good. I wanna talk a little bit about the production on the answer. You connected again with Too Busy. Talk to us about that relationship because y'all got magic.
Yes, that's my little bro. You know what? My wife said that to me too. She was like, "Y'all got to keep working together." From when we did
The
before we did the
listening.
listening session, yeah, the
Yeah.
listening session, we did something called "Married to the Blues," just a record, and then it kind of started from there. But so he's a little younger than I am, well, much younger than I am. He's from Switzerland, but
Wow.
he has that feel for hip hop. He's doing what he loved, what he fell in love with. He's not
Yeah.
trying to reinvent. He's not trying to mm, come up with a new sound or anything like that. He's just doing what he loved, what he fell in love with.
Yeah.
Um, and these, like, so the first joint was the listening session, right? And really, when he sent me beats, I just wanted to listen to him. That's why I titled it the listening session. On top of the fact that
Uh,
the troll was saying that I couldn't rap. When the troll was saying that I couldn't rap, um, I needed people to listen to me rap. So that's so it's kind of a double thing there.
yeah.
Um, but with the answer, these beats seem to be a little bit bigger than the listening session,
Yeah.
and it was great because as I was writing, so I didn't write any of these records in the studio. I would take an $8 what's the distance of an $8 Uber ride away from my house and just go sit in a hotel.
Wow.
And if I sit there for a week, my plan is to write 5 records, but I
Wow.
won't write the first 3 days. I'll just be kind of lounging around and shit. And
Yeah.
then around the fourth day, I just start walking around the parking lot. And I wrote, so the record that I wrote with What If with Jadakiss,
Yeah.
I mean, excuse me, Got Time with Jadakiss, and For You with Styles P and Pharoah Monch, and a gentleman named Solely Ghost on there too, by the way. Um, I wrote those records just walking around the parking lot in the hotel, right?
Wow.
Yeah,
And do you write
yeah.
them on your phone? Do you write them in your head?
Most of the times in my head, because my phone always die because it's always ringing and shit. Most of the
Right.
time in my head, and then sometime on my phone. Um, for me, like I can't really start writing until I get like the first four bars, because then I got the feeling,
Yeah.
right? I need that feeling. I think all of us as fans and artists in hip hop, artists or hip hop, R&B, whatever, like you need that feeling to create. So for me, if I get that feeling, the first four bars kind of give me that feeling. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then I can run from there. Then I don't need a pen, or I don't need the phone or anything, because then I could just roll off of that. Um, but yeah, that production from Too Busy is exactly what I need, as far as when I create as a solo artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the full body of work, it works with him.
Yeah.
There's another couple other artists out there, that producers out there, that I really work well with too. But I need the different beat. I need
Yeah.
the, you know what I'm saying? It's I need the I mean, I could do it all. Now I'm being fucking cocky, right? But
Yeah, yeah, no, no, but
I mean,
like
yeah,
you MOP has a sound that it's known for. It doesn't mean you can't do other
yes,
things, but there's
right,
a well established sound. Billy
right,
Danze is showing a side of the artist Billy Danze part of MOP that
right,
fans are getting to know,
right,
a deeper side.
right, and that's key for me as a solo artist, because first thing, I can't compete with MOP, right? I wouldn't
Right?
try.
Nobody can. Exactly.
I can't
Exactly.
compete with MOP, so I just I let the beats that I get from Too Busy just pull me in and tell me what to do. So whatever he does, he just sends. Right, we have this whole cloud thing where he just uploads to the cloud, and
Yeah.
daily I'll just go through the beats, and it'll be the second beat on there, and I didn't hear it for 3 weeks, but today is Monday, and
Yeah.
I feel it Monday. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So then
Yeah.
I'll take my little Uber ride away, and get get in the hotel and start vibing, and some of these records, like the record would Be Real, um, which that beat grabbed me instantly. But I tell you, I was dealing with something, um, I guess personal. Yeah, personal. My family was dealing with something, right?
Yeah.
And I was sitting. I know exactly where I was. I was sitting in the parking lot of Chick-fil-A, talking to my boy Jadakiss about some things,
Yeah.
and a family member was right across the street in the hospital,
Wow.
right? But the beat started moving me. I couldn't stop writing, so I wrote the whole song. I still had the Chick-fil-A sitting there by the time I got it upstairs in the hospital.
Chick-fil-A got cold.
Mad as fuck, yeah, like, yo. But I just couldn't stop because of the feel of it. And I channeled, what's the group? Far Side. I didn't realize
Yeah.
it. But I didn't realize it as I was writing. You know what I mean? With
Yeah.
and that's how I felt as I once I completed the record. I was like, oh shit, it feels like that, right? So
Wow.
yeah, so I'm an artist, man, and I'm pulling from inspiration, whether it be the conversation I had on the phone with Doc Ish, what my feelings were about my family member being in the hospital.
Yeah.
Thank God everything worked out.
That's good.
Um, and just wanting to make a song feel good.
Yeah.
So I channeled Farsight, and that's how Let It Be came about. And the
Yeah.
fucking bongos and all that was perfect for Be Real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking perfect.
Yeah. It's got that Latin sample.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly,
That's
brother.
dope.
Exactly.
It's really, really
Mm-hmm.
dope. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Going through this album as the different, being from the East Coast, when Jada and Ghostface and Busta are on there, it's just amazing because the stature that they are as artists. But it kind of
Yes,
goes with M.O.P. When we saw
yes,
Evidence and Be Real, and these artists on there, it's like, oh, he's going global. You know what I'm saying? Really
yes,
global because Too Busy's from Europe.
yes, 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 yes. Oh yeah, global, definitely. That record with Evidence, I love the beat, right? And I sent it to him, and I said nothing, right? I need you to do what you do, and I'll tell you what it was. I know Ev a long time, his
Yeah,
music as well, but maybe 2 weeks before I contacted him, I heard a record that he did. And I just seen something online. I was like, Jesus Christ, like the way he's rapping to it. Like
yeah,
he's so in the pocket and he got that sort of that grown man feel to it. I'm like, this is fire. So
yeah,
I hit bro right away. I'm like, yo, I need you on something ASAP. And he came up with this thing. Like the way he raps to the beat is just dumb.
yeah,
It's just
yeah,
stupid. I'm like, yo, I fucking love it. So
yeah,
um yeah, so it was easy for me to write the verse to that because of what he did.
yeah,
Um, the hook I had a little bit of a challenge with, but I said, you know what? I just want to kind of talk through the hook,
yeah,
right? And that, you know what I mean? And that's that's what it came out to be. And then it was like, we got hope for hip hop, bro. Like, as
yeah,
long as we're alive, there's
yeah,
hope. As long as there's Rakim, there's hope. As long as there's
yeah,
Scarface, bro, there's
yeah,
hope. Nas is here.
yeah.
AZ is here. The Locks is here. M.O.P is here.
It's
There's
good.
hope, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? There's hope. I just talked to Exhibit the other day. Oh my God, his last album is ridiculous.
yeah, yeah,
Ridiculous. There's hope for hip hop, bro. When dudes from our class are putting out songs and albums like that quality and so much skill, like really lyrical like that,
yeah,
and it feels good, right? It's that
yeah,
passion, it's that feeling. That feeling is there, bro. So as
yeah.
long as we're alive, bro, hip hop always got hope, man.
That's good.
Word.
That's very
Yes,
powerful.
sir. Yes,
The
sir.
um the the answer is available right now on streaming platforms, but you've been showing some dope merch. You had some
Yes.
one of a kind jackets. I think you said only two of them ever
Only two
available.
of them. Two of them. No,
Yeah,
two of them is
shirts.
circulating now. It's actually it was 20, but they all gone. They all gone in a day and a half. So it was
Wow.
just two circulating. I don't even have one. It was two circulating. When the gentleman brought me mine, I gave it right to my boy Lays. He was standing close to me, so I gave it to Lays. And the other one, I think Too Busy has, and those
Wow.
were the only two that we have. And then there was the numbers. All the numbers are gone. So, but
Wow.
let's not be alarmed because next week we'll do the next jacket. We'll put out the next jacket, different
Yeah.
design, different design, same concept, but it's all wrapped around the answer. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
There
Get
were
it?
some shirts also. Where can people, if they want a jacket, if they want to get one of the number jackets before they sell out or other merch, what's the right place for them to go to like be in the
Well,
know?
let me just say this because I'm doing collaborations with people, with designers and stuff. So when everything is ready, I'm always going to post the link.
Okay.
So there'll be different links. Um, for the shirts and everything. Now that's one link. Don't get me to saying what it is
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah,
I got
yeah.
so much going on. But the link is in the bio, and I keep posting so everybody could have access to it. And then we got a whole bunch of other things coming up for the answer. So
That's good.
I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative of the love, bro. Like I'm getting. So it debuted at number 2 the first day on the
Wow.
iTunes rap charts.
Congratulations.
The very next day, it was number 1, and it's been there since. So yeah, yeah,
Wow.
it's a lot of buzz going on around this project because of the feeling, which is
Yeah.
really what I was trying to get to. The concepts, the features, and just the collectiveness of it, right? Like what it all
Yeah.
means, how it all feels. lyrically and all of that. And I'm never one to say like I'm a dope lyricist. I think I'm pretty good, but from
Absolutely.
what the people are saying, what my peers are saying, um, it's all about that. That's what's drawing people to the album. So, and I'm really happy
Yeah.
about that. And I appreciate everybody out there for showing me some love and giving me that fuel to go again. I'm already looking
Yeah.
for beats for the next album. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like a good place, we start to wrap up. Anything that you want to share, because The Answer, number one, currently available on streaming platforms. If you have not heard The Answer by Billy Danze, go check it out. It's a spectacular album, a
Yes.
conceptual album. And not
Yep.
only does Billy Danze come and show his depth, right, in his depth of emotion, but it is literally a who's who of hip hop on this album.
Great.
Busta Rhymes, Redman, Ghostface
Great.
Killah, Inspectah Deck, Jadakiss, Styles
Great.
P, Be Real, Evidence, Pharaoh
Yep.
Monch. I
Yep.
mean, and I'm missing people. I'm leaving people out, right? It's
Yeah.
a spectacular album. Limited merch drops, right? That's really, really
Yep.
dope.
Yep. Yep.
But I'm sure people are curious, with all this momentum, the tour in Europe, the hot album, number one right now. Where are your thoughts for, after, in 2026, what's coming next for Billy Danze? Is there anything that you could share in regards to maybe upcoming music video or other work
Yeah.
that you're doing?
Well, I mean, so another problem that I had with the answer, I almost have to shoot every record,
Yeah,
and everybody's moving, so I got to catch who I can catch when I catch them. Right? So I
yeah,
can't tell you what the next video will be, but I can tell you I'm gonna get it done in 2 days. Right?
that's
I'll
good.
figure that thing out and I get it done in 2 days. Um, Also, with everybody can go and stream the album. It's on all platforms right now, but there's also vinyl CDs and cassettes. Um, the link is in my bio. You can order there. Again, we're not going to press up too many. It's just enough, right?
Yeah,
For the people, and then we'll re up and do more, whatever. But it's going well. The company that I'm dealing with, um, they said this is the fastest that they've sold CDs in years.
wow, wow.
Like Jesus Christ. So I'm like, all right, so we moving, right? And
Yeah,
that's what this is. I did my part and the fans are now doing their part. And again, I appreciate all of that. And then we got some other stuff coming down the pipe too. There'll be some boxes of merch and some whole packages that we'll put together, whether it be the jacket, the vinyl, the this, the that, the shirt, the hat, you know what I'm saying? The
yeah,
action figures, a bag of weed, for God's sakes, whatever the fuck, everything is gonna be in this one box that you can get for the answer. So we're just gonna keep going, bro. I'm riding the wave right now. So you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
You're on the way right now.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it, man. And it's people like yourself that's actually listen to the album and have something to say about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So when I do interviews, this is what I want to do. I want to have a full conversation about the project. I don't want to just, it's not weird, but I had this conversation the other day where someone was asking me about other artists beefing and this one sleeping with that one and what do I think about. I don't think anything about it.
yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, talk to me for the reason why you're talking to me is because I'm an artist. You don't know me
yeah,
personally. I make music. You know me through the music. Let's
yeah,
talk about the music. I don't want to talk about anybody else's situation because that's
yeah,
not music. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Let's
yeah.
let's let's be
Absolutely,
in our prospective roles here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an
absolutely.
artist. You're a journalist. We're talking about songs, tours, producers, you know, anything that has something to do with music. That's what I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about who's beefing, unnecessary beefing, right? And who's sleeping with who. That's not my fucking business. I got to answer to
Yeah,
that lady upstairs. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I got to answer to this lady
absolutely.
upstairs. I don't care nothing about that shit. So,
That's
so
right.
this is what I'm getting from the answer. Right? This is
Yeah,
something else that I'm getting from it. People are talking about the music, which
yeah,
I didn't realize. I mean, I thought I was going hard with trying to push this into people's head about the feeling of music need to come back. We
yeah,
need that feeling. And it looks like if I didn't get it done, I'm at least doing my part. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You know?
Absolutely. Now you're crushing it. And on that point, I think that, there's people who care about hip hop. That it means something to them, right?
Right,
You as an MC, right? Me with my platform, I actually care about hip hop. I love hip hop. Hip hop saved my
right,
life. You know what I'm
right,
saying? It's what I got no matter what. I don't care
right,
about the algorithm. I don't care about clickbait. I'm not trying to
right,
get a gotcha moment. You know what I'm
right,
saying? I care about the
right, right,
culture. I care about
right.
Billy Danze. I
That's
didn't
right.
listen to you. I didn't listen to you my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I
Right,
have a
right,
deep
right.
respect for you as an artist, and I'm super proud of this project for you. You know what
Thank
I'm
you.
saying? And I care
Thank
about that. But
you. Thank
not
you.
everybody's cut the same, bro. Not everybody's
Right,
the same. They're looking for something else. They're
right. Because
distracted.
it's not about the music. Like you realize we have celebrities that don't even have any talent.
That's right.
Right. And I'm not even talking about the rappers or the singers that's not that good.
Right,
I'm
right. We're
talking
talking
about,
about other
yeah,
kind of like viral something. They did
there's
something
no,
stupid and now they
yeah,
got celebrity.
there's no talent at all.
Ghostface talks about that on your album.
Yes, yes, exactly. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know what to do here, and I feel bad for the hidden gems that's in that pile of bullshit
Yeah.
that really have the talent and really deserve to be moving. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They got to fight through all of that. And we say like, it's a little easier now because we got the internet. You can move things a little quicker, but you can move things a little quicker, but there's a traffic jam, so you can't
Yeah.
move it. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody's stuck. So now they go, you know what? Now we got to do a podcast, or now we got to make content, and then we come back to the music. Like, do you got to pick a lane here? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
pick a little lane
That's
here.
powerful.
Yeah, if you want somebody to focus, man, I can't focus on like 100 people doing the same exact thing.
Yeah.
I can't. It's hard to do it. Like, and you mad at me because I don't notice you, but you're at the Million Man March with the same blue shirt that everybody else got on. How am I supposed to pick you out of that? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, it's a million of y'all out there.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
but again, like I said, I don't shoot nobody down, and because it's this thing of ours, um, everybody deserves to eat off of this.
Yeah.
This is our culture. Everybody that loves it deserve to eat from it. You know what I mean? But again, like I said, when you come in here with these Wranglers, you're gonna have to be ready. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When you come in here with these Wranglers, be ready because we're gonna strangle your little ass in here. Don't
This ain't flag football.
right, right. This ain't flag
It's full
football, homie.
contact. It's
Yeah,
full
gridiron.
contact.
It's the gridiron. Word,
Billy,
word.
Billy Danze, what an honor to build with you. Congratulations on a spectacular project. The answer, like I said when I opened it up, could be called The Truth, because it is.
Yeah.
You really laid it down on this album.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. And like I said, I appreciate everybody's um, attention for the album and excitement and the buzz that's going on around the album. Y'all know me. I come from the time where there was bigger budgets.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna spend my little chips. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna spend our little chips to make sure it move and get to the places that it need to go. But this really is moving because of the people,
that's good.
right? You know what I mean? And today I feel like I'm the people's champ because I'm for the people champ,
Yeah,
right? You see what I'm saying?
yes,
So long as we keep moving like this, I'm loving it, and I'm as long as I can get inspired, like this kind of interview inspired me to make me want to do it again. And
yeah,
the comments that I see on some of the records or about the album makes me want to do it again because realistically, bro, I've gotten a lot out of this shit
yeah,
and traveled the world a ridiculous amount of times coming from Brownsville, Brooklyn. Like
yeah,
I have a lot
yeah,
just from this. So I don't I don't have to do it. I need to do it,
that's
but
good.
I need the inspiration to do it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So I appreciate my people and I appreciate you too, brother. I
Thank you,
thank you
my
very
bro.
much for having me, family.
Thank you so much, my bro. Congratulations
Well,
on an incredible album. Salute.
thank you, brother. We got to stay connected too.
Absolutely, absolutely.
My man.
Peace, my
Salute.
bro.
Peace.